Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Marissa. I'm a mom of 5 young kids, and I know very well what the struggle is like, wanting to make nutritious meals for your family, but also not wanting to spend all your time in the kitchen so that you have free time to be with your family. In this video, I'm sharing my most favorite 5 game-changing gadgets that I love to use in the kitchen to save time so that I have free time to spend with my family. First, as you may have guessed, is my KitchenAid mixer. Now, this is wonderful for lots of different things. I'm sure that a lot of you already use one, so you are familiar with some of the basic uses, making cookies, kneading dough, all those kinds of things. There are some other great uses for it though too. You can shred meat like cooked chicken in the bowl with the paddle attachment, so that can be really handy. I also love a couple other attachments that I have for it. I have a meat grinding attachment. I have a spiralizer slicer corer attachment that can be really great for prepping food for pies or making different kinds of fries like curly shoestring fries or something like that, so that's really fun. Also a cheese grater attachment if I want to grate large volumes of cheese, like to store in the freezer or something, or if I'm meal prepping a whole bunch ahead of time or something like that. So number 1 is definitely my KitchenAid mixer. Next is my high-powered blender. So I have a Blendtec Wild Side blender and I love this thing. I have used it for many, many years and I like the really big capacity. I like how powerful it is. We use this almost daily for things like smoothies or blending up a sauce or blending a soup or something like that. We can also make frozen treats in it with frozen fruit and kefir yogurt or milk. So this is definitely way up there. I use this all the time. It saves a lot of time. Next in line is my Cuisinart food processor. This one is great for things like shredding a smaller amount of cheese. You can also whip up similar frozen treats as to what you can in the blender. I will use the food processor if I want to do a larger amount of like a frozen fruit and dairy whipped treat. You could also use this for shredding and slicing vegetables. So if you're prepping sauerkraut or you have lots of vegetables to slice for a soup or a casserole or something, this can save so much time versus having to just chop it all by hand. You can also do things like mayonnaise in the food processor. Another trick that I love to use the food processor for is pastry dough. So there's a really easy way that you can make pastry dough in the food processor by adding your flour, butter, salt, and then drizzling in your cold water while you pulse it. And it's such a fast and easy way to make pastry. So definitely this is number 3. Next up is my Immersion blender. This is so handy for lots of different things, for dresses, sauces, dips, for blending soups, for making mayonnaise. That's actually my favorite technique for making mayonnaise in a mason jar with an immersion blender. I've never really had it fail. So this is definitely way up there and I use this quite often. You can even use it with a whisk attachment for whipping cream if you have a small amount of whipped cream in a jar that you want to whip. I've done that with it. Lots of different options for using this. And then last but not least is my ice cream maker. So this is a Cuisinart 2-quart ice cream maker, and this has gotten so much use in our family. One of the things that I love about having this and then the freezer part that you keep in the freezer is if you're at the store and you're like, oh, some ice cream would be good, all you have to do is remember that you have that frozen freezer piece in your freezer at home, and just remember how easy it is to take your high-powered blender, add your ingredients, whip it up, pour it into your ice cream maker, and there you have homemade ice cream. Way better for you than anything that you can get at the store, and it's so easy. My family loves this. We have used it so many times, and it's saved us from compromising on store-bought ice cream lots of times. Not to say that there's never a place for that, but whenever we can, we like to choose the homemade option just because we feel so much better afterwards. So I'd love to know what your top kitchen gadgets are that you feel like save you the most amount of time in the kitchen. So leave me a comment down below and let me know. Also, in the description box, I will share links to all of the same products that I use in case you're looking for one of these. So make sure to check out that description box for links to those, as well as other things that I've made for you guys. I have some ebooks and different things down there. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!